Want to wow your guests with these beautiful menu cards? Come on, let me show you. Okay, so first things first, guys. If you have not gone to my beacons to purchase your template, you have to go there first. But here you go. This is the template that you're going to receive in your email. You're going to download it and you're going to print it out. This is for Cricut users only, okay? Now, don't panic when you see that the lines here are in bold. If you've used Cricut before, you know that you can do an auto bleed, which basically just when the machine cuts it, you have a better chance of it getting the black area, and it just helps things better. You want to print this out on a toner type printer, not an inkjet laser. You want this to be on a printer that uses toner. So you can also go to Office Max, Office Depot, anywhere that have printer toners, and just simply print it out on your computer. If you have just a regular inkjet, take it there and they will print it out, and tell them you want toner, okay? Because that's what's going to help your gold foil stick to the design. Not only that, get your menu ready. So I created this on a 5x7. You could just use regular paper for that. You're going to need your support card out of cardstock. So this here is 110 pound, and you want to go slightly heavier with the support card, or you can also do 110. It doesn't matter. But that template is also available and will be sent to you when you purchase the template on my Beacon store. Okay, you're going to need tacky glue. You're going to need the Elmer's glue stick, and I have my cute little dauber here that's going to help me with the tacky glue. You'll see how that plays in a minute. Most importantly, you need your gold foil or whatever color foil transfer that you need, or you're going to use, I'm sorry. And then you're also going to need double-sided tape. I have a Mink foil transfer machine. All of this that I'm telling you is in the link in this video below, and it's also in your email if you purchase the template. So everything that you need is in your email or in the link in this video, okay? So let's get started. The first thing we're going to do is to make sure that our paper here is loaded properly for cutting on our Cricut. Now, when you print these out, you're going to see this little dot here. Do you see that? It's really like a triangle. This is your indicator how to properly load it or paste it, put it onto your mount card, and how to put it into the machine, okay? So as you see, I'm going to line it up with the lines on my mount card, or they call it grip card. I'm using the light grip, okay? Now I know most Cricuts are blue, but this one I bought from Walmart. It fits my Cricut. I have an old Cricut too, y'all. I have a Cricut Explorer too, so that just tells you how long it's been since I have done a project, okay? But hey, it is what it is. It gets the job done, and eventually I am going to upgrade so I can be with the pros. But right now I'm just doing this for fun, okay? So we're going to load this into the Cricut and cut this card out. Okay, and this is what we have here. So now you see that it is cut, and this time it did a really good job, because the first few ones that I did, it did have like some white little spots here. But if you do, let's say that you did, and let's say that you have a couple of white spots where the toner was not on the paper, but it cut that way. This is why we have the tacky glue, because even if, let's say, like this area right here was not black, it was white, we would apply the tacky glue there and the foil will still stick, okay? So let me show you what I do. Even though this cut was perfect, I'm still going to add my tacky glue, because I really want my foil to stick well, okay? So what I normally do is I'm going to squeeze some tacky glue off here to the side. Now, it says fast drying. Trust me, you want to make sure you keep that cap on, because it will dry super quick. what I do is I take my dauber and I get the top of that really good, okay? Really good. And you're going to use more than just that, okay? So everywhere that's black, I dab it. I try to get as much on there as I can to secure. Now, especially if you have white areas where the Cricut cut white paper and there's no toner, you definitely want to get those areas good with the tacky glue, okay? So as you see here, I'm dabbing all of it. Now, honestly, I did not have to use the tacky glue because the toner was cut in all the areas, or actually the areas that were cut was covered with the toner, was in the toner area. So the foil would have stuck to that, but I do this just to make sure. That's all, okay? It doesn't matter if you get like in the center because that's going to be covered by your insert. I go along here as well. And I use a dauber because when I tried to do this before, when I first was practicing, and I used a brush, it would get underneath and it would catch underneath the areas here. And when I would go to put it into the heat transfer, it was actually sticking and tearing. So you don't want to do that. So I found that doing it this way was a lot easier, more coverage, and also I didn't run the risk of the back of my paper sticking to the plastic that this has to go into and ripping when I try to separate it after putting it through the machine, okay? I'm just patting it really good. Now making sure I'm getting all the areas that are covered in black, and especially the areas that the toner did not get. Like I said, it's fast drying, so that white that you see is going to disappear mighty quickly, okay? So I'm going to place this off to the side, place that to the side, and I'm going to grab my foil and my transfer paper. So this is my foil paper. This is by Mink. It's Heidi Swap Mink. And I know that the machines that I have are, yes, they are outdated. And I'm sure she came out with newer stuff, or maybe there's another brand that replaced what I use. Whatever you have, it may work. Hopefully it does. But now I'm going to take my foil. I'm going to see how much I need. I need about that much, and that's what I'm going to cut. I want to make sure that my whole card is covered, okay? And I am going to cut that. Now, you could leave your paper on here, but I do not, because the tacky glue is going to stick to the back of this card, and then when you try to take it off, it's going to rip. So we're going to put that off to the side. As you see, this is the heat transfer cover that comes with your Mink machine. And I am just going to place my foil over my card. I'm going to press. Now, if you have foil that goes over your project, I would fold it or cut it off. Actually, I'm going to cut this off because I don't want it to melt inside of the machine, okay? So I am going to cut any excess off. If it's not needed, cut it off. Okay. So with my Mink machine, I am going to cover it. Now, as you see, it is fully covered. We don't have to worry about that at all. Now, I'm going to show you what setting I use on my Mink's machine. Machine has turned green, so now I am going to slowly insert my card into it. Once it runs through once, I'm going to take it out. It comes out on this side here, and I'm going to take it and then run it through a second time. I just like to do it twice just to secure and make sure that everything is covered. Okay, now it has been ran through twice. And I like to, before I don't just open it up right away. What I like to do is I like to take my time. I like to make sure that the back of the card is not sticking. So I usually do it this way. Okay, that's great. Turn it back over and slowly, there. So now as you see, when we take this off, the foil is still stuck to it. Some people like to wait till it cool. Some people does it while it's still hot. This machine here, once it comes out, it's pretty cool. So I could take it off right away, and there you go. Do you see that? Do you see that? Ooh, that is so pretty. Wow. Now, as I said before, don't worry about this. This is going to be covered. But look at that. Okay, now that I have cut out the menu portion of my card here, as you can see, if I turn it over, what I printed is larger than the supporting cardstock that's underneath. So I'm going to make sure that on this side, I'm able to see my card through my paper, okay? And I'm making sure that everything that's printed is within the border of the cardstock. I'm going to take my purple glue stick here, and I'm going to get the corners really good. Make sure I lined it up real first. Now I'm going to make sure that I get that really good. Then I'm going to smooth it out. Smooth it out. Use a lot of pressure. Make sure you smooth it out completely. Then take it from here. Do the same thing. Sometimes I will peel it back just to make sure I get a connecting from the center. But I'm going to make sure that the edges definitely have a good coating and coat the center. So last thing you want to do is have an air bubble in the center of your card. And then smush that down really good. Now, the setting of my printer is a little bit different than the setting on the printer that I use to do the back of the card. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut off the excess paper. See? See? All my wording is still in the center of the support card. I'm going to place this to the side now. And I'm going to get the back of the card. This is where I use my double-sided tape. And the reason why I do this is just for added support. You know, the last thing I want is for someone to be holding my card and it comes off because the glue wasn't strong enough. So, paying special attention to the corners here. I put my double-sided tape down. Now, I make sure that I don't put it where it will be seen. So, I don't put it along here, okay? I make sure that this edge here, because it's going to be seen, there's no tape there. Okay, again. Okay, like I said, I'm big on making sure everything sticks. So I am going to take my purple glue stick and I am going to go along the areas that my double-sided tape did not cover. And I'm going to go along the center as well. Now, I'm going to take, actually this is the top part of it. I'm going to take the card, I'm going to line it up, making sure that I line it up really well in the very center, okay? Can you see that? And make sure everything's adjusted well. Okay. Make sure that everything is lined along the center, and I'm going to smooth it out. Smooth it out really well. Smooth it out. If I have anything that is showing that shouldn't be there, like this part here, I'm going to cut it. No one's going to know that you cut that but you. So now, there you go. Your menu card is ready. It's sturdy, you know. It's not going to fall or flip over. It's not floppy. There you go. Really easy peasy. And you can do it whatever color you want because, you know, foils come in many different colors. I hope you enjoy making these beautiful cards with me. Follow me on Instagram and on YouTube at Being Terry Powell for more projects, and I'll see you soon.